real-world star turned Fox News contributor claims her African-American friends say migrant detention centers were better than the projects they grew up in. Fox News contributor and former Real World star Rachel Campos-Duffy defended Trump's controversial immigration policy, claiming that her black friends told her that migrant children in detention centers had better conditions than many in urban housing projects. Campos-Duffy was on Fox with Laura Ingraham last night discussing the outrage over Trump's zero-tolerance policy, which has seen more than 2,000 children ripped from their parents since April. Harrowing photos and videos have since emerged of migrant children locked in cages, with foil for blankets, crying for their parents. But Campos-Duffy appeared to dismiss the bleak conditions in the migrant detention centers. "I spoke to some African Americans who say, gosh, the conditions of the detention centers are better than some of the projects that I grew up in," she claimed. "The detention centers are far safer than the journey that these children just came on. People are looking at this and saying let's not smear our border control. They are trying to do the best they can. These children were brought here under horrible, irresponsible circumstances." The comments have been mocked online by many who questioned if she had spoken to African Americans as she claimed, and accused the message of having racist overtones for suggesting all black people grew up in the projects. The comment comes just days after host Ingraham sparked fury by referring to the detention centers as essentially summer camp. The president bowed to huge political pressure earlier this week to reverse the policy of separating migrant children from their parents. Adult immigrants, even asylum seekers, will still be prosecuted under the zero-tolerance policy, but Trump has now stripped a court-mandated rule which prevented children from being detained for more than 20 days, even with their parents. Republican darling and mother of 8 Campos-Duffy is married to Wisconsin Representative Sean Duffy. The couple, who have appeared at the Republican National Convention, both got their first claims to fame on early seasons of The Real World. Campos-Duffy was on The Real World, San Francisco in 1994, alongside notable AIDS educator the late Pedro Zamora and bad boy David Puck Rainey. 3 years later, Duffy appeared on The Real World, Boston, cast as the lumberjack as he had started log rolling at age 5. The two reality stars met when they were both cast on MTV's Road Rules, All Stars in 1998. "For us, it's all about family," Duffy said. "I came from a long line of lumberjacks. They knew anyone could succeed in America with grit, faith and family," he added. Campos-Duffy noted that her grandparents came to the United States from Mexico and settled in Arizona, where her father was a shoeshine boy. By the age of 12 he started his own business making piñatas. "My mother taught herself English and both of my parents attended night school and earned their degrees while raising a family," she said. The couple was trying to make a larger point about hard work. "It's a dream that's bigger and more satisfying than any bureaucrat or government check could ever hope to deliver," Campos-Duffy said. "Our grandparents chose to be Americans and we chose to be Republicans because the Republican Party offers upward mobility rooted in individual liberty and economic freedom," Duffy said, echoing his wife.